Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Factorio, shall we? Okay, so this is like my first little attempt at trying to organize things, and I've been given very, very good tips by everyone, and I thank you for them. I'm going to try, okay, I've already got some problems happening here that I'm going to just preemptively stop. That was pointed out to me by Little Timmy, I believe, because these boxes have different items, so if I put them down, I will gum up my works by putting two different types of items on the belt, which I definitely don't want to do. So I want to just say thank you so much to everyone for all of your tips. Handamuff, Little Timmy, Arctic Raccoon, Tack, Wilmick, Not a Moose, Soul Sphere, Luca, Terax. Everyone is super helpful, and I do want to say, I don't like necessarily, at least at this point, watching too many videos on how to do stuff, because I kind of want to see if I can sort of piece it together on my own, and I don't want to limit my own, intuitive process by being guided too much by like the perfect path just yet. Eventually probably I will, but I like just taking your tips and sort of looking at it almost like you would look at an eclipse through a plate with a hole poked in it, just very briefly, so I can sort of take some of what you're saying and maybe bring it into play, but most likely mess it up. So what I'm going to try is a redo on my factory, and we are working on energy distribution, and our science is cranking this out here. And I'm going to redo the factory and think about my plan. I kind of put copper up to the top and iron down to the bottom, and then there's a lot of problems with what I did. It was the right idea, sort of, but part of the main problem is that it's too tight. I'm not going to be able to grow or expand. I'm kind of choked up already. So I'm just going to annihilate everything and begin again. All right, so this is just kind of part of the fun of just seeing what we can do and then reshaping this as I get better ideas about how to best organize a factory. Alright. So I don't know, my inventory is very, very quickly going to fill up, and that's okay. What I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm just going to build some boxes right here. And I'm just going to kind of go in here. I'm going to put, like, iron ore and stone in here. Just stuff that I don't really need to carry with me. Coal, copper plates, so I can have enough room to pick up all of this stuff. So I'm not really going very far in my game. I'm just kind of understanding what that will take and realizing that I need to plan bigger than what I did. So I'm going to be trying the 3 parallel belt method that people are suggesting, because it's kind of like just a better version of what I was attempting to do. So I'm just going to be picking up things and starting again so that I can scale up. Alright. Uh-huh. Just want a clean slate here. I think someone said later you get a better way of dismantling, maybe with like a a different tool or some kind of technology, and that's cool. I'm not going to even take away some of these belts on the back just yet. I don't know what my plans are. I'm not going to take apart my science section at the moment. Okay. Wow, look at this. Just absolute mess of stuff. So what I'm going to try to do is have 3 belts that are just feeding things constantly to the left. And what this will do is be a system where it's like, I'm going to have 1 belt for copper plates, 1 belt for iron plates, and then the 3rd belt will be like items that are made earlier on the assembly line, and then will just be fed down, and everything will just keep feeding down so that everyone can take from these 3 parallel lines, and that the distribution also goes on that same side. So instead of, you know, trying to have things on the top and the bottom into these little... I was almost making something that would have visually looked like a key, where there were spokes to the key, and it went down, and, you know, you had veins and arteries branching off of the north and south sections of the key. But that just gets a little bit too wild and tight. All right. This is the machine gun shatter approach. Okay. So it's all going to come back to this core section where I am indeed splitting, okay, these plates. And from here, instead of going up and down like I did before, you know, this just comes with more knowledge of the game, which I still have hardly any, but I'm realizing that it's not as simple as, like, you know, there's the Bronze Age, and there's the Iron Age, and there's the Copper Age, and there's the Steel Age, or whatever, like, so that you would want to shunt resources up and down that were germane to just one metal type. It's not going to be like that. So I'm going to instead... How is my inventory doing, by the way? It's actually doing okay. The game knows that you're going to be doing this because you're clueless like I am, and so they give you, like, once you start stacking stuff, they do give you a pretty reasonable amount of inventory space, but I'm anticipating using too much of it very quickly. Now, I'm destroying, like, some of this I could probably keep, but I'm destroying it just so I have a nice clean slate visually. Alright, great. So every time I do this, it should be faster and faster. I think somebody was telling me, too, that you can just replace existing structure with higher tier structure without having to rebuild it. So that's going to be cool, too, because I know I have better belts and all that kind of stuff at my disposal. Alright. I am going to need to break all of this because I'm going to need some more space, but we can do this later. Alright, so now let's run down here. And the idea would be, alright, so we're going to have a belt that just feeds copper, and we're not going to do any mixing. And a belt that goes like that. Okay. Now, I can use a regular inserter to get this, and a long-handled inserter to get this. And then the third belt is going to need some space because I'm going to need to send it with a long-handled inserter that like, it goes 2, right? So you can see that I can... Let's see, how can I do this? If I... Let me think about this. Let's just imagine. All right, let's just say, for argument's sake, and I'm going to rotate this the wrong way so it's not doing anything. Just so I can visualize this. All right, let's just say I had an assembler that was right here, and I would want to be giving it stuff from 2 different places, right? So this would be like... Well, actually, I don't know if this can feed into the center of the assembler like this. I'm going to have to see if this works. So I'm just going to build a pole right there for right now. And connect this again, like, you know, like that. And let's see, what would I make that takes both copper and iron plates? Well, this takes cable. I know there's some stuff that I make that would do this. I'm just looking for something that would want to pull both items off. Well, first of all, let's just see if it can even get iron off. All right, so... all right, can you pull off of here? Let me rotate you. Yes, okay, so this can feed right like that. That's perfect. Okay, so that experiment is working. All right, so we're going to just change the recipe to... Actually, we just don't need a recipe. That's fine. And I'm just going to rotate this so it's not doing anything at the time being. Okay, so now I could take things off of these 2 belts. But I need to get the 3rd belt able to either deliver or send, I suppose. Now, is what I want to do use a splitter in this case? Or do I want to use inserters? I mean, everybody says splitters are faster, so I could use a splitter to just distribute these copper plates half and half down the path. All right, so now I need to figure out, okay... If I want the 3rd belt, to be able to go over here, how do I get a long handle inserter to... I want it to grab a little further. So then, would it... I can't push this away to create space in between the belts because then this guy can't grab it because it would just be no man's land. I could try this, but then the problem is that, like, I need to go this way, and it's not going to do that unless maybe I have like a splitter that goes into it like this. And I don't know if you can... Let me see if this works where you can like kind of... No. I can't feed it around the corner. This won't turn the corner like that. And I can't make an underground inserter, I don't think, unless I have some kind of, like, research possibility that I don't know about. Here, you can take these green... Here. No, just put them on the belt. Can you do that? Here, okay, or that. Let's see. Let's look at the research. So, maybe at some point you can make that. And what kind of inserters do I have? I have access to a fast inserter, a filter inserter, and a long-handled inserter. But maybe what I could do... No, I don't want to share the belts, though. Like, if there was a belt running right here, how would I get stuff to it? So this... more flexible ways to distribute electricity. So what did we get? We got a big electric pole. Oh, it supplies for a bigger area, or a medium electric pole. And these take steel instead of wood. So that kind of explains, like, you don't need wood forever. Okay. So let's think about this. Let me just start setting it up and see how I can make this a, somewhat of a reality. So let's say I had this right here, and this was going to be the first part of the journey, and was just going to make, like, copper cable. Okay? And then, in this case, it would just, start doing that. And then we want it to distribute the copper cable that it made to a third belt that was running down. And so maybe, actually, what that looks like is this. Where... let's say I had it like this, right? And then it just dumped onto this, well, like that. And what we would do is kind of... No, I need to make it... Because I need the arm to drop it onto the belt, so I need space for that. Okay, well, what if it went like this? What if I did this? I'm gonna need to put this... Okay, fine. I'll keep it there, and I'll put it on the other side. That's fine. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll have... I'll pretend that this is the way that it's gonna go. And we're gonna take a path like this, and then we're gonna have this just take its stuff out and put it here. And then this way, we kind of have this being sent down here. And then what I can do is have a long-handled inserter drop this onto the other lane like this. And then... Oh, no. It's too close if it does it that way. Maybe I want to drop it near then. I can just use a short one. And then it puts it on this lane. Now, I don't know how wild that is. But now we're sending everything down. And what we can do to scale up is I can just make... I can pipette this, right? And I can just be like, hey... you can be this, but well, no, it can't do that, can it? I can't scale it up this way unless I bring a belt that goes up like this. Alright, we gotta break this again as I try and figure out some way to make this happen. But I need a belt like this coming up this side that then would be able to, like, do this and then... Oh, okay, not there, but there. But that's going to cause problems with lanes unless I do it like that. Okay. So then, let's see. I could just say, go pick up this stuff up here. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work, though. If I take that away, I gotcha. I have to put that there. That works. Okay. Now, in this case, I could just say, hey, you need to be copper wire, and you need to also be copper wire. And then you can feed into here. We'll put some power up here. And go up here. Let me break this rock. Or I can't break that rock. Can I build on it then? Oh, okay, great. I can just build on it. And then... I'm going to need power. Okay. You can take what you need over here. You don't... I guess I don't even need this, though, for this section, because I'm just doing this so I could have access to everything, but I don't need these plates right here. Okay. So now I could scale this up, because all copper, I can just keep building copper up like that. Okay. For now. I mean, I know that this is not going to work long term, but for now, this is better in terms of me being able to expand. So I'm going to, just because I know that this is only copper, take this out, because I don't need the long handle inserter, but I just wanted to do it as proof of concept that it would work if I wanted it there. Actually, I can just leave it and just kind of rotate it and leave it doing nothing for now, so that I know, like, what the shape should look like. Okay, so now coming down the path, we've got all of our belts moving, and then we can just pipette this and say, okay, do you know what else we want? I want to have this exact structure, but over here. So what we're going to need is, I need a belt that kind of goes up, and then at some point we'll have a T doing this, and then I will pipette this, and we'll just have 1, 2, 3, and we'll put a long-handled inserter that does this, and a short inserter that does that. Now, if I need... I think the long-handled inserter can grab everything off of this second belt, so either ingredient I should be able to have access to. But I think everyone was telling me that I only want one ingredient on each belt. So hopefully this isn't going to be too disastrous to put the plates and the wires or the cables like that together. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to build gears. All right, so this is going to be gears, and I'm just going to have 3 building gears. Okay? And I'll get the ratios adjusted better, you know, and I can, with this plan, I can just build on demand. Like, I can change the way, the amount of each item that I'm producing by just building more of these or turning them off or whatever, as I see what it takes to build further. And we will build some power lines. So let me just kind of go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just to kind of evenly power everything. And then what I need is, I can't build power here because actually I'm going to need a belt that goes down to this, to an underground belt that dumps onto this line. But, oh, it won't work anymore because what I'm going to want to be dumping down here is not cables. I'm going to be wanting to dump something else. Now, I could... I see how this isn't going to necessarily work. Where do I put these? Like, to keep them going down? Okay, let's think about this. So, I definitely still want to send them down the same way, like this. And then we'll have, you know, an underground belt. But my underground belt is going to need to go further, and I'm going to run out of room. So, like, I could put it over here, and then I could have a fourth belt that was running with gears. But at this point, then, getting everything allocated is going to be incredibly problematic, I think. But maybe we can... I could put the gears on the interior of the copper plates and be sending everything down. But that probably creates its own sort of problems. Okay, so let's think about this, though. Let's just see how this goes. All right, so I'm going to build this. Okay, and now I need to have this powered, unfortunately, so kind of have to do this. And we then say, all right, go ahead and take your stuff off of here, take it off of here, and take it off of here. And I need to give you whatever it is that you need. And if you needed another item, I could give it to you, but you don't. You don't need copper. You don't need anything but what I'm giving you. So I don't even need to build these inserters on this part of it. Okay. I'm going to start. I need to light this up a little bit. It's too dark for me to see. Okay. So now I'm going to just keep going down the line so that we can scale upward with this and see what happens if I'm dragging things this way and I do some more careful organization of my belt. So automation 2, circuit network, advanced material processing. I mean, we're going to want everything that there is. What does the steel axe go for? Yeah, just do that. I have so much red science that you could actually get this done while I'm building other things. All right. So again, I'm going to reproduce this initial plan that I've come up with. Going like this, pipette, this, 1, 2, 3. And my next thing that we need to automate would be circuits. Okay, and you're going to all be circuits, like that. And then we're going to need a belt that comes down and sends the circuits along. And we're going to need power. But let me think about the inserter situation. So I'm going to need somebody that goes here. And I'm going to need somebody that does that. And let's think about this. Okay, let me get some power in here. Okay. And then now, let's start getting the output going. Alright, so now we have circuits coming out here. Now, what I could do is just take an underground and, you know, dump them onto their own path. You know what I'm thinking, too, though, is... No, I still won't. If I'm doing it like this, okay, if I'm actually putting cable right here, then I don't need to extend this anymore because it's putting the cable there already. So in my current setup, I could actually have these a little bit higher up and then put a long handle to drop them down there. But also, what do you need? You need plates. Oh no, you just have a problem because you're filled up. So where do I want to put these circuits? Well, if I used... if I put this like this... Well, then we have circuits going on this interior lane. And I know that this is... I know this is bad. I know that what I'm doing is not going to work. I don't even know why I need this anymore. What is this for? This is just in case I... needed what? Like, what is this doing? Why do I have this? This already gets copper plates from this. Oh, that's why. I need this for my back. These guys aren't getting anything. That's why I have this. Boy, I already forgot about my own system. Okay, so these guys, this is not making anything because it's not getting any plates. So to get plates, I just need to put this right here. And then, oh, that is the wrong thing. Okay. Yes, okay, that's why. I need a, do I have a filter long arm splitter? I don't know if I do. No. Okay, so that's a problem. So see, it's gonna grab everything off of this. Right. That's why you have to have only one ingredient per lane. Okay, now I'm understanding. Okay, so I can't do this. And I can't do this. I need to think about this better. Okay, now I see. Because you're going to not be able to discriminate unless you can get a handled filtered splitter or something like that. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start taking off everything here until I get all the cables off of this. Oh my goodness. Every time I play this game, my brain just starts to kind of catch on fire. Alright, and... okay. So, in this case, I do have it separated correctly, right? So how do I get these? Like, how do I get this? This is fine to have it spitting out here. but I want these cables to go along in such a way that they can easily be grabbed. Maybe what I do is, okay, let's think about this. You, right now, all you need is cable, right? Okay, wait a minute. I got it. So what if I just did this, where I put a splitter and I sent it to both sides, and then I simply used an underground to do this, and then did that. Now, I don't even know why I'm splitting it, just in case I want to send an underground and keep moving these forward, I guess. Yeah, actually, that is what I want to do, just to have like a placeholder where it's like, okay, these are going to kind of go like this in case I need more. But for the time being, oh, this is going the wrong direction. There you go. There it is. Okay, and then now all I need is to just pull off of this like this. Okay, and then now now there's nothing gunking up the works. All right, but we're going to need to figure out. Okay. Okay. Sort of. It's sending everything this way, but it's all... At least I'm keeping things in a dedicated fashion, right? My goodness. So, given this structure, okay, that we're setting up, we're not making science anymore. We did finish doing that, which is great. Let me just go ahead and... I'm going to finish everything that's just sheer red research while I'm doing this. I'm at least keeping everything split on its own belt and trying to run it and building in a way that I can scale. All these conveyor belts up here we can destroy so that we could potentially, if need be, build even further up here. Now, we are going to need to start sending science over because we have none, but we'll get there. So, in this case, the next thing I'd want to build with my assembler setup is, all right, we've got the belt going here, so it's just this business of, you come up like this, there's a T, I pipette this, and I go 1, 1, 2, 3. And then we have a belt that goes down, like that. And then we say, what are you going to build? We probably need conveyor belts, transport belts. All right, we need everything, so, okay. And then transport belt. Now, I don't know if I need 3 of these, but if I just stop the line, they won't make any more. Now, you're not getting... Oh, okay, you're not going to make any because you're not getting steel plates. Right. So that's why I would need to send steel plates up to you with this. There you go. Okay. So... yeah... This only works if I need 3 ingredients. So I've got some serious problems as I need more ingredients, but I think maybe I can just build more space with more parallel belt systems going up for the more complicated items that we need. Maybe. Alright, so you need... let's just do this. Uh-huh. And you also need this. What else do you need? You need gears. Okay. So gears are down here for the time being. So to get gears, I simply have to do this. I simply just have to build a splitter like this, and then have this make a ridiculous U-turn. It almost works, but then it doesn't. Because I can't turn this. Oh, I know. I just do this earlier. Alright, so... Right, and then... I can send these down. Like that. How about it? Ridiculous. And then... Here. No, okay. Here, build this, but have it going like... Yeah, but we need to change the direction. No. Yeah, okay. Wait. Can I not rotate that? There it goes, okay. Alright, and then... Just another day at the splitter factory. Alright. No problems here. Now this will bump into that, which will create massive problems. But sure. All right, we're getting into serious difficulties here because I can make this happen. Like this. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So, I mean, in the most basic of ways. Sort of. Sort of. I don't even know what to say, except, right. Look at this. We're getting there in terms of scaling and keeping them on separate belts, but I'm going to run into serious difficulties, and that's the fun of the game. Oh, everyone, I'm sorry. I thank you for being patient with me. I know I'm botching this, but I'm having a lot of fun just trying to think through this process. Everyone, thank you so much for your tips and advice. Don't worry if I'm not understanding your tips. It's my fault. It is not yours. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.